Так, ну чё, я, короче, подумал, во-первых, нашел точку сохранения у цыган. Я подумал, либо ходить туда-обратно к этому цыгану и у него еще скилл получать в драках, и либо, ну, чтобы было поинтереснее, пойти по квестам, которые еще есть, помимо той собаки. Буду надеяться, что они попроще. А время уже под вечер. Там мельник, бакалейщик, свежие могилы. Это вот новые, где с разговоров. Что за здоровяк? Где ты его увидел-то вообще? Так, непонятка какая-то. Некоторая непонятка произошла.
Gather round, good men, so you can avoid danger. Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all. The one called woman.
О,
They look like angels on the outside.
уже другой священник
Gentle and well
про женщин рассказывает. Возьму-ка я тесачок, что ли. А, так он у нас вторым оружием, да? Никаких тут бешеных собак, волков, бандитов. Дорога безлюдная. Ну, какой-то домишка. Резко пошел дождик, да? Так, оружие у меня не при себе. О, еще одно. А здесь еще подсказчик по местам. О, там смотри, какой город-то здоровый рядом. Так, я, наверное, и до мельника дойду. Ну, здесь, мне кажется, что-то оно прям обведено, это задание. Оно, наверное, сюжетное.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings. I'm looking for the Takoff blacksmith's cart. Have you seen it?
Loads of carts come past here. There's going to be a wedding and they need supplies. Try asking Captain Gnarly. He keeps an eye on supplies. He'll probably be in the courtyard.
Thanks.
And watch yourself when you go into the courtyard.
Why?
We've got some wedding guests from Moravia. They're in pretty high spirits. It's still a while to the wedding, but them gents is already getting into the swing of things.
Побухивает кто-то у вас там?
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Samine is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck where you pray. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yarko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
Что ты там
The old
подпёздываешь?
man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that.
Хуя ты, дядя, блядь.
Now you're gonna die.
Beating him! Why did you do that? Someone better hold me back. Don't take any risks.
Fuck you!
Что за кунг-фу, блин?
That was something.
I hope
Come on. Oh, you wee What in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Granddad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the foot.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
Not a bit that way.
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? And you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia. You say Radovan sent you, eh? Some trouble with that cart, is it, lad?
Yes. Actually, it seems to have vanished.
My God! Anyway, Lord Sabine should hear whatever it is you want to tell me. But we can't go rousing him at this hour, can we? Come back in the morning. Or at least before noon.
All right. I'll come then.
All right. I'll go and get some shut-eye too. If I can manage it over the racket them drunken Moravians are making.
Так, подождать. Блин. Где бы здесь можно тормознуть-то вообще? Ой, держиха семена. Тут вообще как бы тормознуть-то где-нибудь можно? Из серии. Или куда-то дальше, вот сюда надо идти. Тут-то, блин, нифига нету вообще, по-моему. Точильня. А здесь что? Что-то непонятное. В свинарничке поспать нельзя. Или за это тоже привлекут. Вот на сене я бы вообще вот спать можно.
Don't come
Бля.
here making trouble, fella.
Да вы задолбали, ну.
Hang on. I'm sure we can come to some agreement, yeah? I was just fooling around. Nothing against you. I certainly wouldn't want to try anything on a man like you. After all, everyone in these parts wants to be in your good books.
Well, that's true, all right. I'm glad you know it. We'll let it go this time. But next time, I won't be so lenient.
Фу, принесло первый раз. Круто.
I'm feeling a...
А чё у нас по... По навыкам ничего нету
bit
нового?
peckish.
Кушать хочешь? Последняя вареная свинина. Если что-то не то, пищевое отравление постепенно истощает ваше здоровье, может привести к смерти. Скорее выпейте противоядие. Ёпта. А противоядие это что? Нет. Нет. Не надо травиться, блин. Чуваки.
Jesus Christ be praised. Don't get ideas. I wasn't at my best. But I'm not gonna scrap with you again.
Говор у него похож на ирландский.
You've got quite an unusual accent. Where are you from?
Can't you tell? From Znojmo in Moravia. Lovely country. All vineyards and bonny lasses.
Well, you don't like it here.
You see any vineyards and bonny lasses here? The locks are broad, all right. They didn't exactly lift your spirits, but more the other way around.
You're related to the Semines, if I understood right.
Aye, I wouldn't be here otherwise. My great-grandmother married young Lord Samin's great-uncle. It's not every day that your, first cousin, once removed, gets married.
Twice removed. But that doesn't matter.
Ah, who cares? There'll be a good old shindig, that's all that counts.
You're a long way from Moravia. You must hold Lord Semin in high esteem.
My pa holds all his kin in high esteem, so he sends us all over the place. But we didn't have all far to go. We were at a wedding in Rottenburg last week, a wee bit from Yihlava. Before that, it was a bairn's christening at Koschenberg, and another wedding in Dalchin. Then a friendly visit to our kin, the Shellbergs in Kuhlberg. That's all I mind. I haven't been home for 6 months, and I dinna care. Don't get ideas. I wasn't at my best. But I'm not gonna scrap with you again.
Где противоядие найти? Ядрен матрен. Яды, отравы. Блин, где же мне раздобыть противоядие-то? О, я знаю, куда мне надо идти. Мне надо идти к этой. К травнице. Сюда. Чёдр, давайте открою балкон. Мути, мосечка моя. Мосечка. Или сделаем проще, чтобы хернёй не страдать. Сразу вот сюда. Временное жилье. Купальня. Подожди, что-то я не понял. Ну как там временное жилье-то образовалось вдруг? Химический стол, писец, сундук с индульгенциями, сушильня. Ну, мне отъедет по дороге, интересно. А вон у него здоровье-то все меньше и меньше. Честной народ.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Не понял?
What are you doing, prowling about here?
А что, нельзя тут заходить? Что-то я не въехал. Это ж корчма. Ох, блин. Ладно, пойду уложу Индра в кровать. Все. На этом. Ой-ой. Что там за выживание? Кто-нибудь. Потому что ты отравлен.
Good to see you.
Да иди ты, блин. Противоядие есть кто-нибудь? Ёшкин кот. Тебе нужно лечение. Да. Не свезло. Тухлятинку сожрал. А там не было обозначения, что протухшая еда была уже? Тут даже и без боя можно быстренько кочуриться. Ну-ка, докупален доскочу. Тут одречка моя хорошая. О, это мы где? Ты уже до Купалин добежал, что ли? Напугал, блин, олень. Так, с ума. Вареная говядина. Угу. Вот выкидывать ее. Все везде, короче, где красная отметка на жизни, это уже отрава. Понятно. Блин, можно было, кстати, поохотиться, попробовать. Ой. А время у нас уже ближе к вечеру, да, получается? Купальни. Опа. А, у меня ж не заряжено. Раньше в купальнях можно было поменять бороду и стрижку. Насколько я знаю, сейчас этого нету, не добавили еще. Они как бы добавят, но хочу проверить наверняка. Так, еще и где? Ой, девчоночки, ептель-моптель.
What would you like?
Хочу сходить в баньку.
I need a bath.
Certainly. We're open.
Хочу, чтобы меня попарили, высели одежду, позаботиться о моих ранах, искупали меня и постирали одежду. Обслужи-ка меня по полной программе, чтоб с приятной компанией.
I need a hot bath and my clothing cleaned.
Excellent. Pay up and we can get started.
Сколько ты берешь? Сколько?
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly. No problem.
Да у меня всего 2,9.
Nah, that's too much. I won't pay that much for it.
I'm
Постирался.
offering honest services at an honest price. But suit yourself.
Ёшкин кот. Чё, до цыган допрыгать? Хотя я там сейчас не переночую. Да, сейчас до Таха, вот там это посплю. Засаду, ты видишь засаду. На беззащитного мужчину надвигаются вооруженные люди, они что-то кричат и смеются. Тебя пока не заметили. Ну давай обойдем. Тебе не удалось обойти ловушку. Ой.
Show what you...
Да ты кто, блядь, такой?
All the saints should see this.
Да. Блин, еще и дольше поспать нельзя. Ну вообще прелесть какая, а? А кот уже спит, наверное. Блин, дождик как-то беспонтово сделано, если честно. Начало его, по крайней мере. Прям сразу такая текстура.
Servus, Sartukecha.
Кошара стоять.
God be with you. What would you like?
Let's fight.
Come by another time. I've got better things to do right now.
И денег нет вообще. Просто прелесть какая-то. Так, корчма у нас.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
Greetings. I wish you a pleasant day.
Да ешкин. Да елки. Свинина. А у меня сколько всего? Ягнятина подешевле будет, да?
I'd like to do something about that price.
Sure, why not?
Бомжара, бля.
You see? I knew we'd come to an agreement. Thank you, and take care. I don't think so. My God, this is killing me.
Fuck me.
Это у меня и драка с тем типом не сохранилась, короче. Постоянно откат идет, короче. И до сих пор есть хочет все равно. Чувак, мы так много-то не сделаем. Надо пойти что-нибудь выколоть, что ли.
could go for something to eat now. Ah, damn it. I'm burning it. Damn weather. It's completely cold. Pissing down rain again. Worried about the price? Sure. Why not? Do you accept? We're getting close. Lower your price a little more and we can shake hands. What a shame. I'm done haggling with you. Take care then. And thanks for nothing.
Отказался торговаться. Ну, сорян, сорян.
heat it up again.
О, зараз с одного захода получилось. По-братски купи, а? Ой. Он еще и меньше теперь берет за все. Отстой.
Let's talk about the price.
But of course.
Finally, a reasonable sum. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Good day to you. God grants you health.
Так. Где? Я все запутаюсь. Корчма. М?
I'm sorry.
Did you?
Thanks, and have a nice day, friend.
I thought it was old Bart. But then I heard him coughing his lungs.
Блин, успею я, интересно, да. Да вы задолбали, ё.
Veled egy szempillantás alatt kész leszek. Egyenest a húsba! Csak nem férsz el, faszfej!
Да что ты будешь делать? Это какой-то... Это какой-то пиздец. Рак еще живой, что ли? Надо, короче, сохраниться сразу. И по возможности сейчас прям выковать все, короче, все, что можно.
Herrgott, that's not good. Oh, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
God grant you health. Christ almighty.
I can't keep hitting the same place. This'll take a bit longer. Just a bit more, and I'll be done. Fine. Now to temper it.
Thank you, and a good day to you, friend. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Фига он слепнет от голода.
Burning. I should eat something. That looks good. Now just to temper it. Worried about the price.
But of course. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Так, сейчас надо хавку покупать.
We should get going.
God bless you.
Что может не пропасть так сразу? Сушеная мята.
Thank you, and take care.
Еще хочешь есть? Так, теперь мне нужно сохраниться. Да хоть бы даже и так.
I'll have a... Welcome. What can I do for you?
I'd like to hear a good story.
Not so fast, young man.
Ни хрена.
Will you really not tell me any story for free?
No, I will not. Ask your mother. That's her job. If you want a story, pay up or get me something to drink. Oh, aye. Farewell.
Fuck me.
Так. Подождем, постоим. Ну, про факел я не знал.
Praise the Lord.
И сразу же в корчмянную.
Greetings to you too.
Мне нужно у вас
God be with you.
купить.
Pleasure doing business.
Угу.
God be with you.
Ой, я уже была ягнятина, что ли? Так, теперь мы епошим сюда. Сейчас. Зачем мне мертвая лошадь?
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Так, ну вот я и все меня сейчас.
So I says to him, "No, father.
Опять это
I haven't
мясо.
been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbor." I'll get you.
Why did you do that?
Yeah, fuck you.
I've got my...
Come on.
So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Куда? Чего? Не понял.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above. And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
Actually, that's what I was expecting. How would I ride otherwise?
You wouldn't. You'd walk. Unless you can get yourself a horse.
Those don't come cheap.
True. But your luck's in, lad. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
No, that's all. But we should get going.
My thoughts exactly. Off to the courtyard, then.
Мою клячу зовут Коряга. Как это мило. Так, и где конюх? Конюх конявый, где ты? Поденщик. Пан Ян Семен. Пум-пурум-пурум. Слышь? Где сивка? Оседлать и украсть. Зачем красть-то я? Здесь есть конюх вообще? Мне сказали к конюху подойти, но что-то как-то, блин.
I'm ready to set out, sir.
All right. Stay close to us and don't go wandering off.
As you say, sir.
Where will you start searching, sir?
If they drove out of town, heading towards us.
А мне-то дайте лошадь. Что буду пешком за ним идти.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Trust them it ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. You're so in the cellar. We're out of wine again. And you this wedding wouldn't be cheap. And I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble.
Два старичка
Even though he's
каких-то,
got more coin than me.
Touch of the
два
time,
старых
sir.
рыцаря.
But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much down to it. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, as soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. Hope they didn't hurt you.
Young Henry here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. Stop off there and see what you're made of.
Right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
So, we're here. Darling, tell the youngster here what's what.
Son, you're going to fight Lord Sameen. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on a mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
Sword?
Don't get ahead of yourself, laddie. A sword belongs in noble hands. You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my stick, so careful with it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get your arse into the pen.
So, younger, are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Come on, then! Fucking hell! Oh, bleeding, are we? Want me to get your ma?
What do you say, son?
You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
That's true. And you handled this too, sir. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he saved my arse more than once.
I will, Captain.
It's good to stretch your legs. Don't worry about me, Dad. You've got some talent, I can tell. You should come to the courtyard and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come with me. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein, it's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, man? It's clear you got the trust.
I'm from Silver Scallops, sir.
Aha! Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here, and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built girl, build a cottage, visit the church and the tavern in turn. There's no helping a dead anyway.
That's nice advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, lad. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
God be with you. Keep the peace. Stay friends.
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen someone?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village and come and bother me. And I'm really not in the mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
As you wish, sir.
Good day.
Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now, aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that cart.
You saw them?
I did, a few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semin on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now, on account of the wedding, you know?
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that wedding, Master Bailiff.
Of course I do. I'm the father of the bride, after all. Although not everyone sees eye to eye with me. Lord Semin would be happier if I paid all the bills and left all the decisions up to him. Who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything. It's not like I have a burning desire to deal with it, but if I'm going to pay for it...
I understand. But isn't it just that the groom's family is more concerned about these things?
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is. It's because Lord Semin is a noble and I'm just a commoner. Only I've got coin. While he's trying to keep the wolf from the door in that piddling estate of his.
You're right, Master Bailiff. Don't worry, though. People will find out you spared no expense for your daughter's wedding.
Let's hope. More like that old miser will go around saying the opposite and put me to shame.
I don't think Lord Semin would do that. That'll be all. Thanks.
Well then, young man, how did it go?
They were spotted here, sir. Going to the east, towards Apollonia.
So to Yichin? The bastards! And what about my goods?
Oh, they were driving so fast, it was falling off the cart.
The thieving scum! Let's hurry! To Yichin!
Sir, I could send a message to the Yichin captain of the guard.
Oh, it'll take too long. We'll go and get them ourselves.
Won't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
I will. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. If I have to choose between riding to Yichin and listening to Dorothy's endless fussing, I'll take Yichin any time. Besides, there's a nice inn along the way, the Three Cats. We can spend the night there.
I remember that place, but I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh, gnarly, that was 15 summers ago. God knows if the place is even still standing.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yichin. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Will you give over with that? I'll bet my braves they weren't ambushed. More likely you'll find them boozing at the Three Cats.
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go, then. So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. But don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go.
A sack of charcoal? That could have fallen off the cart. Have you seen a young girl here? Her name is Pavlena. She wears a headscarf and sells baskets.
Young girls don't stop for a chat with me. And why should they? I'm an old crone all alone in the world. Farewell.
Found anything, lad?
There's a sack of charcoal lying in the ditch, to the left of the road. The bailiff said they were driving like the devil, so maybe it fell from the cart.
Oh, that makes sense. To the left it is, then. Gnarly! Back here!
We're getting close. I can feel it in my bones, sir. You'll have the car back in no time.
I just hope we find the horses, too. Yarmilka here ain't the youngest, and I wouldn't want to drag it back home myself.
A nobleman in harness. We ain't ever had such a spectacle in these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Kuttenberg, while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
That's a tough question, sir. But nothing happens on God's green earth without his will. If that's the way God wants it, there's nothing you can do.
None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one, not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
Hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar right enough. Where the hell could that cart have vanished to?
Well, that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere. Who knows?
Very well, sir.
Blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
Well, now, here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
And someone went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Of course, the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot. My old young milker would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout. Something stinks here.
I told you, they got ambushed by them bastards that's on the rampage around here, sir.
Oh, be quiet. We still can't be sure of anything.
Ah, Apollonia. I spent a lot of time running around here as a young lad.
Oh, not me. This place always gave me the shivers.
God's truth, I ain't got only good memories of it. One time, got my legs stuck in a crevice a bit further on. Trapped there all night I was, shitting myself with fear. It wasn't till morning that the folk from the fortress found me. The whole of Sameen was out looking for me.
See, at least you came here as a kid. It still gives me the creeps here.
Why's that, sir? It's just some rocks, ain't it?
You'd sing a different tune if you'd had the rope maker's wife as a nanny when you were little. Now, she had some tales about this place. Headless horsemen, goblins, and white ladies. Every night, we'd gather by the hearth. The old woman would sit at her spinning wheel telling stories. I'll tell you, Captain, there isn't much I'm afraid of. But when that blind old crone was croaking her tales of devils and holes to hell, with the fire crackling and the wind whistling outside the windows, and the whirring of the spinning wheel...
It's true.
Wait a moment. Do you hear that?
I do. There's somebody there, sure enough.
Let's get closer.
Have you forgotten I was ordained, you ignoramus? For fuck's sake, you was never ordained under. I was.
What do we do now? I heard more than two voices.
I used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from Slattergo used to come make a fire here and jump over it. And so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take it off.
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into here. So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck, there might be some girls there, too.
I could do without girls with voices like that. Now get going.
And Gould's name is really Poor old wench. He's got a miserable pair of tits on him. You don't say.
Those definitely
You
aren't the
really saw
blacksmith's
that?
hands.
I'm not kidding. Honza, tell him I'm not having him on. You saw it too.
True. He ain't yanking your pizzle. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. She had one different than the other.
All right. But that ain't normal. Everyone must be laughing at the wench. Why? Some people might like it. I don't know who'd like that. And did they do something?
What the fuck do you imagine they do? Light up in the dark?
Leave him be, Honza. You're right. You don't say. You really saw that?
So how's it look, Sonny? How many?
I saw 3. And they don't look like Radovan's hands.
And what about my goods?
I didn't see them. It looked more like a patrol. I reckon there might be more of them hereabouts.
Seems we can't avoid a fight. I hope you're ready, Henry.
Of course. We'll smash them to smithereens, and in the evening, we'll drink a toast from their skulls. Ha-ha!
Sure. But don't forget you had trouble even fighting me. And that was just playing with sticks. This is life or death.
So, how are we gonna do it? Do you just want to charge them, sir?
What else do you suggest?
Someone could go back up top and try to take one of them down with an arrow before we charge them. There's a good view of the camp from up there.
Good idea. Borrow my crossbow. My shoulder's giving me jip anyway.
All right, sir.
Climb up top, and as soon as you shoot the first time, we'll charge them. And make sure you don't hit one of us.
Right you are, Captain.
Have you forgotten I was ordained, you ignoramus? For fuck's sake, you was never ordained, Honza.
I was. Stumbled in it. In the forest chapel by Vodira.
Like fucking...
Now you're going to get it. Get ready.
You're done for. Done for! Slice him up! Where you back him on the head! You're right.
He's done for.
He's now you're sweating one man, you cowards!
And it's done. Stop dawdling! Stop dawdling!
Oh, this day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here, and none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Am I right, Henry?
Well, we can't ask them now.
Oh, well. That's how it goes sometimes.
But I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camping spot.
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We might have just run into them bandits by chance.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always. Let's go, then.
Are you ready, Henry?
Give me a moment.
Hurry up, lad.
We can get going.
That's just grand. Let's go then. Hold on, lad. Give me back my crossbow. You weren't thinking of keeping it, were you?
Aw. Has your shoulder stopped hurting, Captain?
Shut up and hand it over, smart ass.
Of course. You did a good job.
I should bloody think so.
I thought we had everything clear, Venser. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Make no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time with the Johnny, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours.
Ahem, gentlemen. I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Well, of course you can have everything back. Just as long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
At them! Hammer them, men! King Horsa!
Come on, man!
Yeah! Don't stand!
At them!
We'll keep your...
Hey, get him!
Shit! Nice hit!
Ain't had enough yet. Yeah, don't spare him.
I'll rip Garrett! I'll be done with you in a flash.
What now, fucker?
Amen to you. They got what they deserved, the fuckers. Henry! Hey, Henry! Are you listening? Come here!
What about your family?
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
Tell me why I shouldn't hang you from the nearest tree, huh?
But they'd taken him captive. What use would he be to us?
Are you deaf? Didn't you hear what they said? They took him captive because he wanted to drive off with the load. They fucked over Radovan, fucked over his lordship, and wanted to fuck over that bandit too. They were in cahoots. Only the thief wanted to rob the thieves.
Uh-huh.
And they deserve the same punishment, if not more.
I'll go and track him then.
Great. Hurry.
Fresh as the bailiff. You really do want to hang, don't you? Carry on like that and you'll get what's coming to you. No, it's not. Like I said, we'll see what will happen to you. And not another word now. Be quiet.
Excuse me.
Captain, I'd like to ask how things went with your mission.
Oh, now all of a sudden you're interested. Where the hell did you get to, you blockhead?
I can't tell you where I was. I mean, I don't know. I got lost.
You got a problem with your eyes, son?
No, just... I get a bit confused sometimes.
So I see. How in God's name could you get lost?
It just happened. Anyway, I'd like to know whether you found that cart.
We found it, along with those two hands.
I see. And what actually happened?
It turned out them hired hands of Radovans had ideas of their own. They made a deal with some robber baron by the name of Gules to take the cart to him with the goods. And they didn't cheat only Radovan. They tried it on Gules, too. Wanted to keep the loot for themselves. Only he caught them.
And you found all the goods?
More or less. You can tell Radovan he won't be seeing his hands again. I reckon that young fella was innocent in it. So we kept him to work off his debt. And that older one's decorating an alder tree near the road here.
Uh-huh. All right, I'll tell him.
And next time Lord Sameen gives you a job, do what you're told, so as I don't have to teach you a lesson.
I will, Captain.
Farewell.
God bless.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Sameen's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to ask at Sameen, like you wanted. Lord Sameen and his captain went off to track down the cart, and they found it in the end.
I hope you offered your help.
Yeah, of course. It wouldn't have looked good otherwise.
For sure. But what about them pair?
They hanged Venser and kept Franzi as a hand. Seems like he was innocent.
God's nails, I don't know. That Franzi had a sneaky look about him. I'd be very surprised if he wasn't in on it from the start.
I think they'd have knocked the truth out of him.
Anyway, The main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semin's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truskovitz. What do you think of her?
Well, young Semin is marrying her, isn't he? Why would I have my eye on her?
Don't pretend. A statue of a saint would have his eye on her. Looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a sharp tongue on her. I almost feel sorry for young Semin. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
No, Master Blacksmith. There's no one waiting to drag me to the altar in irons.
Good for you, lad. Have your fun while you can. No need to hurry. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole family. So you have to show them you're a man who's worth it. All the more so when you're noble born. Old Semin wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel?
That's right. And that's just the problem.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
He can pray for us.
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition. But that's all I know.
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like someone who goes to a hermit for advice? I know he has a hut
Одри,
somewhere in Apollonia.
выходи.
But you'll
Давай.
have to ask the Truskovitz womenfolk if you want to know more.
Ой, бля, так.
Right. I'll try to find out more about the hermit's sword. In return, you'll get me invited to Semin's wedding.
If it means so much to you, why not? Go and see Betty from the Truskovitz Tavern. She knows all the gossip. She'll definitely tell you more about the hermit. But Henry, if there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation.
Что я тебе могу продать? Интересно. Что такое гарда? Обычная гарда. А, это для ковки.
Word about the price? Sure. Why not? Aye, you'll convince me with that price. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Бабки потихоньку появляются. Блин, где портного найти? Чтобы все это ему загнать. Или выкинуть лучше. Ну ладно, продолжим завтра. Или, короче, попозже.